Greetings to everyone, and especially to fans of high-level intelligent gaming. I'm Gran Torino, and I'm bringing you clash of two legends of this game. So bring your popcorn, fasten up, and make yourself comfortable while watching Ecthelion playing as Else in the bottom right corner of the map, facing his all-time ancient enemy Archangel playing as goblins in the top left corner. So this is probably the most prestige duel of this game, because these two guys have been facing each other for past almost a decade, almost 8-10 years, I would say. Some might say that Ecthelion is the young Padawan, while Archangel is the Grand Maester, but it's not true anymore. Ecthelion has become almost invincible in the past few months, especially in the tournament where he beat Randy in the final. It was absolutely owned by him, that event. So let's check out who's on host. Archangel. Don't worry, Randy, I'm not gonna pronounce it Archangel anymore. I learned my lesson. And Ecthelion seems to have picked Alps right from the beginning, so his opponent Archangel has the advantage of knowing who he is facing, what can he expect from Ecthelion. So let's see how he handles this opportunity, this advantage. So meanwhile, Bonito is going for a standard creeping way. While Archangel is going for ambush party, using the wing of the map. So lights are on the scene. Seems like Ecthelion is going for some late rush. Of course, it's always useful to cripple your opponent's economics as soon as possible. Seems like Archangel has already decided to use his spying, but that might be quite expensive to him, because he's going to need those bets against this Blade Rush. I still got a lot of time remaining, so it should be fine. So I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of horses from Ecthelion on the field anytime soon, because they have been buffed a lot since 108. Meanwhile, Archangel is obviously aware that he can't face Elven army right now with his sorry, with his goblins, so he's waiting to have a big plan, which he's having now. So 4 goblin battalions. Stances are of course important here. You got to put your Lorien warriors on the defensive stance, because even on defensive stance they are still able to one-hit the goblins. I don't really understand how can Bonito always find time for doing this stupid shit like bombard on the Barkler. He almost makes impression like he's being bored by the game, so he needs to come up with some extra stuff to entertain his brain, I guess. And as I said previously, of course I haven't seen the replay before, but I was guessing that Ecthelion will get Lancers as soon as possible. They're going to be useful, but they might as well be chased down by the Spiderlings, which are extremely strong against cavalry for some inexplainable reason. The explanation of why Spiderlings are strong against cavalry somehow eludes me so far. So meanwhile, Archangel is going for some cheeky farm placement, trying to build on unusual spots, just like Bonito. Okay, this is a really nicely placed farm. So anytime you're playing against Bonito, keep in mind that he's usually placing his farm over here. I've seen it before already. So these guys are smartly positioned to defend archers from being trampled by the cavalry, by the spider riders, but it's not going to be any good to them. Or is it? Oh, seems like they might survive after all. Because obviously goblins can be trampled by one hit from lancers, unlike orcs of Mordor. I would say that Ecthelion needs to improve his economic situation a bit. But obviously, those who know this matchup, who knows this game, keep in mind that the longer you play, the stronger your goblin opponent becomes. Therefore, Ecthelion will try to finish this game as soon as possible. I believe he wouldn't stand a chance in a long game as soon as Scavenger is out for his opponent. But I believe he mentioned like a few days ago that in the late game, when you rank up your Elven heroes, when you get like a serious hero party, at least 5 of them, they become almost invincible, almost unbeatable by forces of darkness. So I wonder if it's true. Makes kind of a sense. And these unit protection buildings seems to be in danger because the spider riders obviously deal a lot of damage to them, as any other cavalry. Are we on the scene? Again, quite surprising to me. Well, I know that he does that, but I still don't understand why. Because wars against goblins just doesn't seem right to me. So, I'm not sure if Archangel meant to sacrifice all of his army just to kill one farm and one barracks, but it's too late to change your mind. The damage is done. Oh, why not? So who's got the better economic situation right now? 550 command points for Archangel, while 2 farms down for Bonito. Bonito has a 2 farm less compared to his opponent. And these guys needs to get away as soon as possible. Be cool to rank up to level 2. It's very close to that. So they heal up by themselves automatically.
Ready for battle.
Everyone needs to be really careful because there's a shitload of goblins and they wouldn't have a hard time taking her down in such a number. So let's see how this game turns out. Let me fast forward a little bit, but I'm sensing a long game. Oh, interesting. It seems like we're going to see another stunt by Archangel. His favorite stunt when he's luring the troll to his opponent's fort, but I don't believe that should be. Oh, Arwen just get with one hit. I believe that's not going to happen here because there's too many archers for it. And if there's one army that can defend attack troll or attack of cave troll, then it's definitely elves with their spears and archers. But it did what it was supposed to. It kept Ecthelion busy and it even killed one of his ranked up archers. So these guys will be saved in the last moment by Tomito Bombardito, and meanwhile Ecthelion is trying to rush as many farms as possible with his cavalry. But I don't believe cavalry can be... Oh, it seems like he's going to take down the spider line. Oh, that was very quick. But the thing is that you can't really rush your opponent with cavalry anymore, since he can just exit the tunnel. He can just exit the half trolls from the tunnel, and that's the way how to prevent being rushed by cavalry. So Ecthelion will have to focus on finding some another way how to cripple his opponent's economics. Obviously, this is a very complicated situation for Ecthelion because Archangel is on host, and I believe that goblins are his strongest faction, his strongest army. He's probably the best goblin player. While I would say that Ecthelion is the best Dwarven player. I was kind of attempted to say that I'm the best Elven player, but I can only say that about 2-on-2 on Udun, so be too cocky, I guess. Right. I don't think that Archangel is spamming the best he can. I don't see many separated goblin groups on the battlefield. There's one, and that's all. I believe that Archangel is capable of playing better than he's playing right now. But I guess he doesn't have to hurry. He knows that time is with him. He's just trying to keep his economics. It's not necessary to rush for all the coast, no matter what. Arvanic is going down again. Just like these level 5 archers, which is a shame. It's kind of a paradox, but it seems to me like the Elven guy is actually the more active guy here. He's rushing his opponent more than the Goblin is rushing him, which is quite strange. On the one hand, it makes sense. On the other hand, it's not what the gameplay should look like, I believe. So, what are you up to, Bonito? I mean, like, it's seriously weird because Archangel can just wait and build up his position, build up farms, improve his position, both economically and geographically. That's the same thing. So he doesn't have to hurry. So that's kind of weird to see, because Elf guy is the one who's supposed to push here, and that just doesn't make sense to me. Well, it makes sense, but it's weird at the same time. So Ecthelion seems a little bit unfocused. I'm sure that he's capable of pulling off a better gameplay, high-level gameplay, than what he's doing right now. He's lost Arwen already twice. Of course, his situation was very tough. Like, the goblins are everywhere. It's nice to see that the Lancers are actually able to face the Spider Riders now. So it's a necessary part of Elven gameplay right now against goblins to have a lot of Lancers. This is like the 6th Spider Rider battalion out, even more probably. To be honest, I'm not a fan of this gameplay, of this Goblin gameplay. It's really boring to watch to me. But I guess a lot of people enjoy watching Goblin gameplay. It's really hard to tell whether it's being useful or not, because he's wasting his units all the time. He doesn't keep anyone on some high level. So he's got Wildman, he's got Bats, and seems like Ecthelion has already reached Eagles. Interesting. It might do some serious damage over here, but it's not enough to take down the fort, I guess. So what are you up to? Crazy kid from Argentina. Seems like he's focusing farm, level 3 farm. Oh, it seems like he's doing damage on the wall. That's interesting. So it seems seems like the splash damage being effective here, taking down 2 buildings at the same time. But I don't know, like wasting eagles to do something like that just doesn't seem appropriate to me. Obviously you can't use eagles in a battle because the goblins doesn't have anything that's really worth killing. So he's just forced to cripple his opponent's economics. So 4 spider riders and tunnels. Doing flak against Haltroids is not very that effective because they're very resistant against it. And Arwen will be lucky if she even gets away. It really seems like Archangel has taken the defensive position over here. Doesn't seem to be interested in rushing his opponent. So I would say that Ecthelion needs to get Legolas as soon as possible to take down the Spider Riders because there's too many of them and there's no way how to just kill them with Lancers. Maybe Arwen and her flood could do some serious damage, but I believe the Legolas is always a good idea. So another rush on Ecthelion's base. It's like, this is fundamentally wrong, like seeing the weak elven units, weak expensive elven units, rushing against Goblin Fort. It's just so unnatural to me. But it's nice to see how perfectly balanced this matchup has become, this map especially, where the elves are maybe even the strongest faction. Bonito. Otto still got his Watcher ready, so we can cast it whenever he wants. So far there's nothing worth it. There are no units worth to be killed with the Watcher so far, so he's keeping it. Seems like Ecthelion is taking a lot of power points. He's already on 16, so 17 almost. It's 8 to Flood, and Flood combined with the summoned Eagles might be the decisive moment of this game. Might be the final rush on Goblin's Fort. I must say I'm kind of surprised that I don't see a bigger Goblin army on the field. Just a few units running around. What happened to the Spider Riders? Oh, they're all level 1, so all of them were seriously damaged and can't be respawned. The thing is that the healing stuff on the Goblin's Fort is only healing your damaged units, but it doesn't reproduce them. They don't reproduce near to it. That's only for Isengard. Neither Mordor nor Goblins can reproduce your battalions using the healing on the fort. So that's a huge difference. So just letting you know for those who doesn't know about that. So Ecthelion seems to be very good at micromanaging his units, because he's spreading his army on several spots at the same time. There's like 5 different armies being controlled at the same time, so this is something really respectable. This is some seriously high-level gaming from Ecthelion. Obviously from Archangel as well. Archangel. So Flat is still 3 power points away. Let's check out how far from Balrog Otto is. Very far. So I'm still waiting for the Watcher. Still waiting for the moment when Otto decides that the Elven army is sufficiently big to be wiped off with the Watcher. And Arwen dying for the 3rd time, I believe. Well, obviously, if you're... oh, it's a shame. Level 3 and not going down. So close. Sacrificing 2 leveled up Lancers to kill it. As I said, it's very difficult to keep an eye on all of your units when you're having 5 different separated groups of your units. So Haldir has smartly evaluated that this is worth taking down. Oh, all of the Elven armies just died in the past 30 seconds. So that's given a lot of power points to Otto, while Ecthelion's Flood is already ready to be used, but the Eagles are still quite far away. So what? This is how you place your armory, the most expensive building that you got. Well, that doesn't make sense to me. Shit. So Ecthelion's lost like almost 100 units in the past 2 minutes of the game. So he will have some tough time defending his base right now, and he should seriously consider selling this out. He's going to keep it. That's a shame. That's expensive loss. It's got a lot of health on it, I would say. It's probably, he must place it as a lure, as a bait, as a shield against Goblin Rush here. So the Eagles on the Flood are ready, but is it enough to take down the 4? I'm not quite sure. It should be enough. I think it should be enough. So where's the Balrog? Oh, Balrog is very close. So I'm sensing like, seems to me like both of these guys are going to lose their fort simultaneously. Oh, it's been upgraded. So, well, it was really lucky from Archangel. He realized the danger that's coming to him, and in the last hour, the last second, he decided to tower up and upgrade. So it seems like if Ecthelion ever had any plans to take down the fort with Eagle combined with Flood, it's probably gone, because he doesn't have the army necessary to take it down. Even though these level 8 Lancers might deal some serious damage. But Balrog is on the scene, and he's going to bring terror and fear to the ranks of elves. So this will be being used at the same time. But Ecthelion doesn't decide to go after the fort, because he knows that he can't take it down. So he's just taking down unit production buildings. I fucking hate it when these superpowers being cast at the same time, so I can't watch both of the scenes at the same time. Are you ignited, dude? I'm being ignited. It's interesting that you can't one hit the stables level 3. So, how's the economics? Seems like Archangel has lost almost all of his economics on this front. Obviously, Balrog is not strong enough to take down the armor at Allen Fort, but he's taken down all the unit production buildings and destroyed the economics. So, right now there are... Right now there are two seriously crippled armies on the field. It's like a Haldir, few lances, that's it. No base whatsoever on the both sides, so both our players have been crippled. So I'm not quite sure what Ecthelion or Archangel should be up to right now. I believe he should try to get ants as soon as possible. He has taken the Elven Wood, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, this is not possible. You can't take ants after Elven Wood. And at the same time, it's kind of weird that we haven't seen a land being taken from Archangel so far, because it's quite a significant advantage against elves. So I think it's very important right now to recover the economics as soon as possible. Haldir should be healed. He is. Interesting. The bots are a serious pain in the ass. Casting the line doesn't do you any good because you're still being debuffed by the fucking bats over here, so you're not getting any advantage through the land. But Bonito took it like a champ. He was able to save his Haldir at least. So Ecthelion's position is definitely stronger right now. He's got more power points, he's got twice the farms, apparently 800 command points for Ecthelion, while only half for Archangel, and he even got better army, I would say. Where's Haldir? Oh, Haldir's already back to the fight. I'd love to see his level 10. Well, there's nothing to use it against anyway. There's no heroes, nothing. Unfortunately, Archangel's game style is kind of boring to watch because he barely ever gets any heroes. Yep, turning your Haldir around so he does damage to the spider riders at least. But still no chance to save the units, and he will be lucky if at least the Haldir escapes. We need to be very careful right now. Well, Haldir is a quick runner. He's like Usain Bolt with the Elven army, so he should be just fine. I must say that the game already lasts for like half an hour, so kind of impressive micromanagement by both players. Heal is still not ready, so Haldir will get some hard time escaping this situation. But he's doing some seriously good job with his lancers. Oh, come on! That's a shame, that's a shame. That would be a shame. Oh, still alive! Okay, Howler, you're a son of a lucky bitch. Yes, he will be actually able to make it. The thing is that it's very hard to rush Otto's farms right now. Seems like Flood is even able to kill level 7 Goblin Riders, Spider Riders. Except for the one lucky guy, of course. So at this time, Archangel is taking down a lot of Bonito's economics while not losing any farms. So I believe Bonito should reconsider his tactics right now, because he's being pushed into defensive. That's not really going to be good for him. So he has lost. Yeah, the economics is balanced right now. 650 for Ecthelion, 600 for Bonito. But the sides are turning again, and Bonito is focusing on rushing again. I must say it's really impressive I was able to use the Lancers and the Archers at the same time. So what's next coming? Bonito's not getting... Oh, level 10 Lancers going down, that's a terrible loss. Bonito is not getting many bubble balls in the last couple of minutes, I would say. It's the Archangel, he's the player who's getting more from the game in last few minutes. So it's perfectly balanced right now, it's totally even. I'm quite curious who's going to win this. Well, I kind of can take a wild guess because I know he gave me the replay. So much dying, so much death. What's the point? I think Bonito should try to be more careful, try to play more cautious. Stay safe. Not to lose so many units. Of course, it's very nice of him because it makes the game more entertaining, but at the same time, in this position, I believe that you should get stronger armies and not having so many separated groups that can be outnumbered by the Goblin army. Shit, what's going on with my English today? Oh, fuck's sake. So, seems like the fucking Virums basically cleaned up all of the Bonito's base. He's got eagles, but he can't really use them because there's too many towers. So, let's check out what Glorfindel's doing. It's just if you're good enough to exit the tunnels with your army all the time, then it's very effective when you're defending your farms with it. It's very hard for your opponent to rush your farms. Again, I think this is something that Bonito should prevent from doing, because he's basically feeding his opponents to a lot of power points, he's feeding him a lot of points, and this is not the safe course, this is not the safe way. If think he's being a little bit over self-confident, or a little bit risking too much. And Glorfindel should get out as soon as possible, because he doesn't have the plate on level 2. Yeah, he should seriously get out of there, because they're going to get level 3. Fucking hell, what? Look at that, he needs like 6 hits to take down the Spider Rider. And this is not going to save Glorfindel. He should have just get out of there. He's not level 3, so he can't activate the blade, and he's going down. That's a shame. This is a little misjudgment by Ecthelion. So as I said, I think he's kind of paying for his over self-confidence. But it's very sympathetic gameplay by Ecthelion, I must say. I definitely enjoy his gameplay in this game. So Egos is once again being used to cripple Archangel's economics. Balrog, why here? It's kind of a weird place to choose. And yeah, get out of there as soon as possible. I think he could have waited a little bit with the Balrog, because Bonito has just lost all of his base after the worm attack, so there's nothing to kill right now. You can't take down the fort, and you can't... Actually, it might be. Okay, right now there seems to be quite a lot of units, so if you place some Warchen on them... So, Bonito's situation doesn't seem very good right now. He doesn't have any units, he doesn't have any army, he doesn't have any base. And the trigger alone is not going to take down this fort. Yeah, especially by fire. So, rest in peace, Glorfindel. And this seems to me like this is it. There's no way how Bonito can come back from this. And even putting the river around the fort is not going to be enough, I guess. Doesn't have any power right now. Sacrifice healing as well. Butcher's probably not dealing any damage to the Goblins can do it alone. So, this is it. This is the good game. So, I believe Bonito did the best he could, but I think he's still paying for being a little bit too aggressive for his own good. So, congratulations to Archangel. It's been a long game. It's been it's amazing. It's stylish I think. Be cool to see the golden arrow damage to the dragon. So the Archangel sacrificed all he could to win this game, and he received the win as he wanted. So good game, and I'll try to search something next time with some more hero action or something more entertaining to watch, I guess. So once again, congrats to Otto, and respect to Bonito for being the man here.